Well, Labour just can't stop it, can they? Let's begin. Now, of course, in the election, you might remember that Nigel Farage called his manifesto a contract. That's because he said the word manifesto is associated with lies, and now it seems that Labour has just proven him right. And let's face it, with a lot of stuff that Labour have been announcing recently, they are doing their very best, it seems, to pee everyone off. So what is going on? What are they apparently lying about this time? Well, according to this article, it says that Shameless Labour have blasted for lie over a £300 energy bill-saving claim. So how do we know that's a lie then? I mean, this whole British Energy apparently won't set up till at least about 2030 from what I've heard so far. Well, it is in doubt apparently after failing to recommit the promise. The figure was missing, it says here, from the government's official announcement for its plans for a newly created state-owned GB Energy, not British Energy, GB Energy. Either way though, unfortunately with the costs that energy bills seem to be rising by, especially in the last couple of years, I don't really see us, let's just say, saving that much, hey? Downing Street, though, they apparently repeatedly declined to use it when asked by journalists this morning whether to commit to the number. And get this, Shadow Energy Secretary Claire Clethino, hope I pronounced that right, I more than likely didn't, said that new Labour MPs said to their voters that they would save them £300 off their energy bills. They said it on leaflets in hustings and on local radio. They were lied to. And so they lied in turn, and instead Ed Miliband's energy plans will heap huge costs on struggling families. So why is that then if it's meant to be saving us money? Well, it more than likely is because, from what I've heard so far, GB Energy is going to be relying on quite a lot of wind farms and eco ways to produce energy and things like that. And obviously that costs money, doesn't it? Which, I don't know about you, but I don't think it's a struggle to come up with who will actually be paying the cost for that in the long run, eh? Fellow Tory MP Andrew Bowie said, we're only in day 20 of this new government and they've dropped that commitment already. It just makes you wonder, doesn't it, what they're going to be U-turning on next. I mean, let's face it, Keir Starmer does seem to love to U-turn quite often, it seems. First, if I remember rightly, he said that 99% of women don't have a penis, therefore implying that 1% do. And now, the latest I've heard is that he's realised that 100% of women actually don't have a penis. Well done, Keir. I don't know about you guys, but I'm pretty sure that I knew that before I started school. But anyway, and when Sir Keir was asked during a question and answer session whether he stands by the pledge, the Prime Minister said he stood by everything in my manifesto, but the £300 pledge was not in Labour's promise to the nation. And one of the things I made clear in the election campaign is because I wouldn't make a single promise or commitment that I didn't think we could deliver in government. And that's why we carefully costed and funded everything in our manifesto. Well, it does seem a lot of the time, doesn't it, that whilst Labour say they've costed everything, quite often, in my opinion, that does not seem to be the case, and we are more than likely going to get by a load of tax rises, I'm guessing. But anyway, he continues and says what that brings us is lower bills, energy security, the next generation of jobs, and of course an important contribution to our obligations in relation to the planet. He admitted, though, it will take time to reap the benefits of clean power incentives such as new publicly owned firm GB Energy. Well, of course, I don't know about you, but it does make me wonder how they actually came up with that £300 energy saving if it indeed was mentioned during their campaign on leaflets, Labour canvassers and whatever else. I mean, was it a number just plucked out of the sky? It does make you wonder, doesn't it? Especially if they're thinking, oh crap, we're in government now, we better not say that now just in case. I mean, I could be wrong with what I'm saying there, and they may actually stick to that number, but if anything, the fact that they're now not saying it, to me only says that if anything, it could actually be costing us rather than saving us money. Or maybe, just maybe, it could save you a fiver, I'm guessing. Either way, we'll just have to wait and see. And I've just got a feeling that because they've given themselves a buffer, saying it'll take a little bit of time and it won't be set up for a few more years yet, that they'll just put it on the back burner for now whilst they either think up an excuse for why people aren't saving money, whilst they, I don't know, try to get us ever closer to the EU, it seems, which obviously is not what we all voted for, is it? In the referendum, that is, but I've got a feeling they don't really care about that, and will more than likely try to give away any piece of sovereignty we've got back, eh?